Also, the Orange County Commission is going to vote tomorrow on whether to allow a developer to build the world's tallest roller coaster on I-Drive. And our good friends down at the Orlando Sentinel have more on that one. John, a lot of controversy over this project.
Yeah, we've been talking about this for the last few weeks, but it's going to go in front of the Orange County Commission tomorrow at a meeting at 3 p.m. I'm actually here with Sandra Pedicini, who's been working on this story for a while. So what are we expecting tomorrow? Are they going to approve this giant roller coaster or not?
Well, that remains to be seen. There's been a lot of lobbying on both sides, so, you know, how the vote is going to go is anybody's guess. It's going to be a very long and I think a very packed meeting. There are some pretty prominent people who plan to be there speaking in favor of the project. Attorney Mark James is going to be there speaking in favor of it. Chuck Whittall, who's the developer of the Orlando Eye, another tall attraction, plans to be there. Universal, of course, will be there, I'm sure. And I don't know how many residents will be there. There were none who showed up at the Planning and Zoning Commission, but of course Universal has been mailing out flyers, encouraging people to speak out about this project, saying how horrible it's going to be. They've reached out to homeowners associations, and there are some residents out there who feel like it will add more traffic, and that, you know, how much are they going to be able to see this thing, or where they might see it from their backyard.
So, John, like you mentioned, this is one of the this will be one of the tallest roller coasters in the world.
Yeah.
It's actually going to be built, if it is built, it'll be built in the county, not in the city. It's on Sand Lake and International Drive, and that's actually county property, although the city's also gotten involved with this too. But this has all sort of been an intense lobbying effort with Universal Orlando, who doesn't want this near their park.
Yeah, I'm with you guys on this. I don't know which way this is going to go. When they first announced this, I think everybody thought, oh, that's a great idea. But then came some of the questions about, okay, will you be able to see it from Harry Potter Land? That's why Universal's upset. The neighbors in this area, man, this is a tough one. I guess we're going to find out. Well, you know, it's hard to say who has the better lobbying presence here, because there's a lot of money and a lot of power on both sides of this argument. I truly don't know what's going to happen with this.
Yeah, and we're going to find out tomorrow, but I also want to ask Sandra, what's Universal against? What are they afraid of, or what don't they want there?
Well, Universal would deny it, but most people say this is about competition. I mean, they've got their resort over there. They've got their own nightlife complex. They've got the Wet 'n Wild Park, which is going to shut down and is going to be redeveloped, and that's going to be fairly close to it. You know, Universal has argued against the height, because Universal is limited to a 200-foot height. So they say 500 feet, the height of this roller coaster, is not compatible.
But I read the FAA says they can go 700 feet if they want.
The FAA says that, yes. And one interesting argument they've made that John alluded to is that, you know, you'll be able to see this and it'll spoil the view from Harry Potter lands and other parts of the resort.
So, I mean, Sandra's you're gonna watch it, you said. We're gonna have reporters there. This has been, like I said, this has been ongoing for the last few weeks and months, and our own Scott Maxwell has written about it. He's been calling Universal sort of a bully when it comes to all this. So we're just gonna have to see what happens if the county approves it or not.
Yeah, and Sandra, I don't get down to I-Drive all that often. I go down once every couple of months, and I don't know about you, but every time I go down there, it's like weeds. There are so many new things popping up, and you never know what's going to pop up next. It's unbelievable, the attractions going up on I-Drive. This is an exciting time no matter what happens here. It's an exciting time to be here in Orlando and watch this develop.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's an area that's undergoing a rebirth for sure.
All right, guys, we will see how that goes. Big meeting tomorrow. Thanks, Sandra. Always good to see you.